Happy Wednesday, everyone. I have today's card reading, and I really like this one. It is the Six of Coins, and this is the card of give and take. And so when your talents help to relieve the needs of others, and your own needs are met, um, and helps others to awaken their talents, then that is a win-win situation. You may be looking into new ways of realizing your own dreams while satisfying also the wishes of others. You can concentrate on creating added value for everyone included. So it's kind of like just an equal give and take, ebb and flow. Um, Also, consider carefully which needs of yours are most important that you need to have met. Sometimes we get to um, um, choose what feels most important. Maybe there are some needs that you have that, yeah, it's a need or it's a want, but something else or a few other things might need to take the forefront before that, and that's quite okay. We can, show discernment about what kind of, about which needs need to be met and when. We don't always get to dictate how because the universe likes to surprise us that way. But be open to manifestations from unknown and unseen sources because we don't know, where things are going to come from, and also remember that to give and take, this exchange it's a divine exchange, and we don't want to cheat someone out of giving to us and cheat them out of a blessing. For example, one time, this has happened a couple times, someone had given me a gift, and it was years ago before I was really comfortable with receiving, and I said, oh, I can't take this, I can't receive this. And they looked at me and they said, but you're cheating me out of my own blessing. And that kind of hit me like a brick in the face. It was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that me refusing this or attempting to refuse this was making the other person feel bad. And some people just like to give without even they don't even thinking about giving something in return. That happens too. But another time that a person had told me the same thing is like, I needed help, and I didn't want to disturb this person. Actually, what happened was, and I haven't shared this except for I think I told my mom. But years ago, a room I was renting, and I had a room upstairs, and it was middle night. It's like 1 or 2 in the morning, and I woke up, and all of a sudden I couldn't breathe, and I was wheezing. I couldn't catch my breath. It was just like an instant allergic reaction. Although I was in bed, so I don't know why. But I panicked, and I took my inhaler, and I for 30 minutes, and every 5 minutes for 30 minutes I was doing the inhaler and trying to relax, and I have no idea what brought this on. And so I called an ambulance and the paramedics to come and check me out. But I tiptoed downstairs, and I sat on the front steps out in front by the street, because I didn't want to disturb anybody. And they checked me out, and they said, well, you're talking and you're breathing, so we're not going to transport you. And and thank goodness. And by then I was starting to calm down a little bit. And they said, but we can take you in, but we're not worried. And I said, well, okay, if you're not worried, then I'm not going to worry either. And that seemed to help the panic. So a couple hours later, things had calmed down, and I could breathe a little easier, and I could finally get to sleep around 5 o'clock that morning after I calmed down. But I did tell the landlady, I said, well, if the neighbors say something about having an ambulance show up at your house, it was me. And she got a little offended, and she said, well, why didn't you wake me up and ask me for help? And I said, well, I didn't want to disturb you. And she said, well, yes, but that could have been, or that was you cheating me out of a blessing of helping you. And I didn't look at it that way. I was just being considerate and not wanting to disturb anybody else in the house, because there were a couple other people there besides her, and they were upstairs as well, and I didn't want to create a big commotion. So So this card is telling us for just, balance is good, but sometimes it's good just also to receive that blessing and do it without shame and without guilt and without embarrassment. Although sometimes it takes practice to do that. I know it took me decades to be able to accept something with gratitude without feelings of guilt or feeling like I have to pay them back for something, or I have to, okay, now I have to give them something in return, because I didn't have to. Although the exchange, when we are wanting to, meet our needs and we can meet others at the needs at the same time, that is a beautiful exchange, and that's something that, quite frankly, I like, and I look forward to, having that kind of relationship, with people. So yeah, just be open to the manifestations, be open to um, having your needs filled, and be open to using your own creativity and your own talents to help the needs of others, to fill the needs of others. And that's a beautiful exchange. I hope you have a wonderful day. Also, before I forget, if you would like a reading, if you'd like reading a card reading with a spread, or if you'd like a dowsing appointment or even a Reiki appointment, just send me a message and let me know. I can do that for you. And if you if you want me to do live Zoom sometime, I can do that and do question and answer, or do perhaps some dowsing live. I can do that. If several people want to do that, let me know, and I can schedule that. I can make that happen. So have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow.